good against tanks, especially if you go for Riftmaker after Leandries. Now, the problem with Care is that Care sometimes goes Malignance instead. I don't like it. I think that you really should go... I think they've been incredible. I think that Jackalow really has been on great form. And of course, they're the most winningest team within the LPL right now. Dragon will get taken by Invictus Gaming. Way worth noting, unless there's any Blackfire Torch build I've not been aware of. Ooh, good trade there from Rookie. Hang on, Jess, she does have Cleanse. She didn't use it before. If he comes through, has to flash away! And it won't be enough! Rookie solo kill for First Blood. We're just talking about him having an MVP caliber split. LPL. Especially with playoffs meta changes coming through. First grab taken by IG. It looks like there's a contest from FX. They do have the Kai'Sa level 6. Aurora's not really in position. Care's a little late to the play. Now, if it goes on a little longer, that's not a problem. Way waiting to see if he can get Shadow out the pit, and he does. Now, what that means is that you can potentially look for that kill, second grab without Smite, which they do, and now you can Smite fight for the third, which you wouldn't have been able to without that. Goes towards Trundle, 3 grubs to IG. Now, do they look for the fight? They do have the Sivir. There it is. Stun, landing onto Care. He doesn't have a cleanse. He has multiple ways out with a W and an ult, and he won't be able to push any of the buttons. Mako closes that case. Time of death, about 8:49 as well. Rookie's going to get jumped onto here. Gets a stun onto Care. The shotgun misses. It doesn't matter. Dre's just going to leave him to death. The support's going to get out of it. The exhaust. Oh, no, Care, no! Care hops back. You know those retro games of, like, asteroids and stuff? You fly off one end of the screen and back into the other? Yeah, not even IG has feats of strength. Rookie has just claimed feats of strength. Went 3-0 in the first 3 kills of the game. Ship trading hard onto the Shy to make sure he goes under turret. That being said, got to clear out that wave anyway. I mean, if you can recall now, it's not a problem. You might look for a dive. There's not that much, hang on, there's not that much mana there. Can he stop the recall? By the way, Sion has one of the highest base HP regens in the game. Does have cloth armor as well. Stops his recall. That might end up being a bit of a problem. Flash away. IE flashes to follow. Even with the slow, he'll go down. The Shy trying to chase up with the clone. Does he have himself the warrior trickster? The Shy, run! Can't finish off the kill. Will survive. Hop over the pillar. Dre will march into the enemy jungle. Into his own jungle, rather. What do you mean enemy jungle? It's the enemy jungle now. Trundle's there and he'll take him down. A chomp down, the subjugate. Good damage calculation. Dre forced down into the dark waters. The river Styx. Turret goes over towards the Trundle. No surprises there. Chomps the turret. Rookie doesn't really work like that. Well, then they did the same thing to IG. IG, when they get towards that lake, get a lot better themselves. Sheer does have flash, does have ult, gets pumped back by the pillar. Subjugate comes in, ult comes through, hops over it, and tries to get away. I think all this does is extend the death time. You don't tend to run away from a Trundle. And no, you won't be doing that here. Sheer will go down 2-0-1 for Way on the Trundle, who's looking great on the pick so far. One of the highest priority champions in the LPL for a goddamn reason. Rookie drops an ult. Let's be descriptive here, Alex. Teleport into mid lane from Sheer. Pushes out that top side. Good stun. Great stun. Dway, CC down. Can't even crash down backwards. Mako. And Rookie find another. 4-0. Rookie is so fed. Jumping in towards mid lane. Care is going to get CC'd up again. Drives it into the turret, but perhaps it's a one-way trip. Has flash, has ults. Will he have to use either of them? The Shy looking forward again. Flash forwards and the redemption would have killed him anyway. Care goes down. Should have used that ultimate. Sivir ultimate. Gonna keep IE safe. Will flash away. I'll keep it. Sivir ult, not keep him safe. The flash will keep IE safe from Sivir ultimate. That's words. First game of the day. Huh. That Herald was, by the way, folks, I think Mako's had a fantastic early game. I think Mako has been very on point. Reaction time on point. Very good W act. Killed Sheer. And the other one was the solo kill from Rookie. So he's been involved in the grand majority, not Melandries. Tips Fedora. Melandries. You go for Cyclone. But there's a redemption. That feels like, I don't know, a stiff breeze rather than a really good Cyclone. Does he use the second charge of the Cyclone onto the Shy? Now, the Shy might actually be dead. They'll chase him down. There's no way he's going to escape this one. Doesn't have an option to use his ultimate. Pushing in the mid lane, though. Remember, 2 grubs for IG means that they push towers faster. FPX will push in towards bot lane at the same time. Shotgun spell shielded by Garlet. Should be a turret for FPX down on the bot side. And the tower, is it likely taken? Yes, it is. There was no one even roaming over. They'll be able to stick around for the extra auto attacks needed. Very quick tower kill. So be inner turret for outer turret. Wave lost on both sides. Objective bounty for FPX. Ah, okay, but FPX managed to stick around in mid lane too. That's a mistake from IG, I think. I don't think they had to give up mid lane turret. 2 objective bounties? Now, that's not as valuable. Now, you see, IG might have wanted to stay on top side because of Atakan's spawning. Mako on an extended flank as well. Spot out with a great blue trinket, though. Can find a way out. There's a cleanse on Chatchi. Might have to blow it. Knocked up. Cleanses. Flashes. Doesn't have an ult angle. Chovy gets himself out, but you can't. Your jungler's already dead. Your jungler's already dead. Rookie doesn't get hit by the Aurora ultimate. Sheer is into the play, whereas the Shy has himself the ultimate. And he'll slam right on to Care. Double kill for Wei. Sheer, Care not able to make the difference. The Shy, like a literal freight train, flies into the backside of the fight. FPX. So legally, he has to really clear that because there was a whistleblower which provided some information. Until that's resolved, it makes sense that you shouldn't be able to play, right? Nor should be able to. It makes sense that FPX are playing it carefully. Atakan will be taken by OG on the top side of the map. I think you could argue who is up there as best or perhaps second best. Dragon now spawning in 10 seconds. IG have focused on top side for a little bit, which means that they're not really in position. Subjugate blown onto Sheer here. He does have his ultimate. He does have his flash. He has to blow the ult first. Wait! Flashes after him. Completely destroys him. Completely destroys him. Sheer goes down, looking for a flank, but Wei is too strong for him to escape from. Now in a 4v5, FPX will have to fight against the Mountain Soul potential. I don't think they can even look for it. They'll give over the Mountain Soul. FPX not setting up well on the boss. Find out, Sheer and Wei has had a monster game on the Trundle. It's either him or Rookie really going towards that MVP, which is, you know, even more valuable. Call that another 5,000 gold or how much you want to put onto it. And then you have the actual gold itself, which is about 7,000. So you add all that together. That's going to... Whoa! Flashing in with the slapback. It's good. FPX fire themselves into the backline. But the Shy's Q is monstrous. The devastating slam. Chatchi flying into the backline. And Rookie doesn't die. Rookie lives. They cannot kill the Annie cleanly. They finally will commit an extra member, but it costs FPX the entirety of their team. FPX will lose 5, and while only claiming Rookie in return. The tower will fall. IG will march in towards the base. FPX, only 3 kills in 25 minutes. We don't even get to reach the 3-item civet or anything like that. 2.5 items will be enough. IG, will they end the game here? I don't think they end the game. I don't think they end the game. They'll take the 2 inhibitor turrets, but with the respawns on Care and Chatchi coming up, they won't risk it. They'll take their dues. Now, the 3 items. He's got Spirit Visage and Deadman's. He's got the move speed from Deadman's. If he pops his ult, the heal... He is currently 1v4. Yeah, and those items, they make a difference, don't they? Don't they indeed? Wait, pretty much solo kills in a 1v4 the enemy jungler and goes straight back into frontlining. It's not bad from Care. Jump onto the backline. Sheer connecting onto Rookie. Just can't get that much, but he's found himself out of position. Rookie, no flash. Can he chase down for a stun? No, not quite. Even with the Sivir ultimate, will march in towards mid lane. IG, they don't even need a Baron because Baron only spawned a minute ago. Combo onto Chatchi, loses almost all of his HP there. It's a slow burn build. It's not even a burst build from the Annie. Waves pushed in across the board. Catch trying to wave play. Uses his cube to the side. I mean, I guess he could have tried to kill the minions. Perhaps it's a little futile. Pillar knocks him out of the W, and between worlds he will go. Except it shall be to the underworld. IG, destruction in game 1. A hard-pressed choice to find who's MVP between, I think, Wei, Rookie, and Mako. The Nexus will fall, and FPX will only find 3 kills in 27.5 minutes. Let's get ourselves into that game. We get ourselves an Echo mid-game. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Let's get into the game, folks. Here. Of course, doesn't want to dash into the Poppy. Where you have the W up unavailable. Guess not. Activates that phase rush. Wall stun onto the Gwen. Oh, Sheer, what have you done? Sheer dashes over the wall, puts himself into range of the wall stun, and it's now all on IE to somehow get out of this. Flash away, the phase rush. Not enough. Way slaps him in the face as the Shy claims the kill. IG with 1,000 gold lead at 7 minutes. Ow. I did it with Rafa the other day. I'll need to figure out how to balance things. Remember, you won't have a filter on your microphone as well. Hang on a second. Jump up towards that top side, and the dash is cancelled out, and the clean feed has died. The clean feed has died. Where have you gone, oh video of mine? Where are you? Where have you gone? Why are you turning off the video as the kills are coming through? What is happening? Give me back my clean feed. Where is my clean feed? Where are you? What has happened? What has happened? Clean feed. There was... What happened there? Something happened in topside. I cannot tell you what happened. This side actually panicked. What actually happened there? I believe Gala died. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and Sam's got... For God's sake, it's not gone into stream mode either. Very, very unhelpful. Hello, Sam. How's it going?
Did I pick the wrong moment?
Yeah, very much the wrong moment, Sam. Stream mode wasn't on Discord. Everyone's thinking that they got their own Discord call. That is not Sam, so don't go panicking.
That's
not
fine.
too much. Not going too much. Okay, and Sam, you're gonna have to cast this team fight here.
Yeah, Mako's going to get down the Glacial Fissure, and there's an ult away, but unfortunately the damage is kind of done. Mako is dead, but IE might now also be the triple. Trying Audacious Charge back in, kind of slightly out of range of the culling. It ended up in a bit of an awkward angle, but the kill secured nonetheless. Ends up being the 1-for-1 as Jachi and Dwayne do step forwards to try and find some hope here.
I think Way has had a great series so far. Trundle in game 1, I think was...
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit... By the way, this is the thing in general. If you're watching the LPL anywhere right now, it is always a co-stream. There is actually no official broadcast. Ult's pulled in mid lane.
I think Mako might be in trouble just about out to safety. Now, actually, Dway and Jachi in a little bit of danger, but the double shields come on down, keeps one alive. But oh my god, the Shy's got a solo kill elsewhere as the Nautilus also was rookie has TP'd in, looking for the shuffle, but a good crescent off Mai buys some time. But that's all I think it will be. The present just wide. Piercing Light will claim the jungler in the end. And FPX lose 3.
Rule of thumb for Invictus.
Oh, no.
Sam, I never even watched the Minecraft movie. I likely never will. And yeah, that one quote.
You know what we're going to do on next movie night, Alex?
That's true. Oh my god, we should watch Minecraft movie for next movie night. Wonderful.
Hey, I'm just saying, chat's out. If you join the Discord, you too can join the movie night.
Yeah, we do occasionally do movie nights in Discord.
We can talk about Chicken Jachi together.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, flash forward to Shy.
And hang on, now he's come out of the Herald as well. The phase dive coming on forwards alongside
Wait,
the
he wins these! He wins these!
It's a 1v2! And the Shy takes them both out! Mid lane, violence commencing, passive from Braum across both members! It's a double freeze, there come the fried egg, but splat goes Jachi! Wait, it's a double! He does! Chicken Jachi bot side! Shuffle comes in cinema! And it's directed by Michael Bay!
IG have aced FPX and are 16 minutes into the game! What has happened?
In 3 lanes at once! 3 lanes at once!
IG have aced FPX across 3 lanes at 16 minutes into the game. Ridiculous. The most entertaining team in the world. The Shy, double kills on the top. This game, 2.5k down. The Shy,
Yes.
just what can he do? Fight in the mid lane, actual team fight now.
Oh, Glacial Fissure does come on down, but not before Way dies. That's nicely picked up there by the Echo necessary, but the Equalizer is going to step them away from the turret. They can't retreat. They're all taking so much damage, and the Shy is exhausted. It means absolutely nothing. Barbecued over an open fire, Ned. Get away with it. Nightmares coming across. Do you think every time Rumble presses E, you just get some pendulum playing?
Oh my god, for those of you who didn't listen, the era of pendulum profane, that was fantastic. Anyway, dragons get taken. Objective bounties available for FPX now. Reminder folks, first round robin, FPX 2-0'd IG. It was very unexpected. It was FPX's one IG will very likely go towards that and see if they can build up an extra advantage. Can they force the Echo ultimate?
Try to phase dive away. Not going to leave too much, but at the minute they're just 2-manning Atacom with their solo lanes. They're burning through it so damn fast. Captain Leandri's 2-item Rumble. It's gone.
It's absolutely gone. You have Azir, you have Rumble. Fantastic objective damage. The Atacom will go down quick. All things said and done. Right here's 26 to 17. Still probably about an extra 1,250 gold ahead in terms of stats from the Pathos.
Way went looking there. Might actually get Carlo into some danger. The Death Touch comes up through. They do just blow up Rookie. That's not bad. Does it lead to all that much more, though? A single kill is not an objective. It's not a game win.
Do you have 3 grubs?
Yeah, the Shy goes on forward with the Rocket Belt. They're beginning to turn around. The Glacial Fissure is to an Equalizer. Yes, there is. Knock away onto that Echo. Could potentially rejoin with the ultimate. How far is Chunk Jachi in particular left on about a third? IE also ends up hitting with the Electro Harpoon. The Shy chunked to about 10%. May need to back away. Doesn't have a teleport. And FPX, that's not bad.
Top jungle. they've been playing from a losing standpoint. They have a quad melee team into a bunch of anti-melee champions.
Base dive comes onto alongside the parallel conversion, still an ult potentially used from Care, who is now surely going to be forced to use it, and is, but Rookie has got behind him, he's got soldiers to work, but he sends them forward. So he commands them to attack, and Echo's brought low, no chance to rewind that timeline.
MTech Soul, FBX, let's be honest, they don't want to give him any extra added value now. They'll have to deny that somehow.
Jachi's just had his Valkyrie cancel. He's in a lot of danger as the shields come up from the barrier and the locket. A passive does Mako down onto the core key. Forced to retreat. They're down about half HP as the Shy forces IE out of his own jungle. They are now going to be champion. For something if they can. Again, the gold leads. The bot side of the map not so bad, but Wei and the Shy are so ahead. That has become a problem. The Dragon started, IE with Flash, with E can get in, but Rookie and Dway and Mako all trading out. They're going to try and keep that. Jinzhou in danger as they body block him getting over the wall. Soul secured. IE left though. The equalizer after the Crescent Guard times out. Burning his IE does flash out to safety, but is required to do so.
The Shy, good equalizer over the wall. Now this might open up an angle. If they get a good enough fight, they could go towards a Baron. FX needs to be careful here.
Oh, W again denies Dway's access with the dredge line. They get the stun on the wall onto Care, who gets no chance to chrono shift. Another kill towards Wei. Mid lane now precarious enough that Jack has to leave it. And they'll get another turret.
Well, I mean, they're going to get themselves a pushing bot lane. What are they going to do? Are they going to answer this at all? Surely they have to contest. I guess they can't. FX are just going to give up a Baron as well.
Stolen Baron. He's still at half HP. Definitely trying to get a one, but the Shy's going to come on over. Remember, he doesn't have flash. He doesn't have ult. It's just a dead Shinzao.
6 kills for the Rumble. The Shy has taken this game by the scruff of the neck and made it IG's. Dragon Soul for them. Baron for them.
State, and it just doesn't get easier. Maybe if you can kill the Rumble, get the pick onto
Teleport
them,
behind.
things might change. Teleport behind, but they've still got the Sun Disc up. Good body block with the way.
Rookie.
But a shuffle on 4 shows them all under the turret. It's all going a little wrong. They do have to bring down Wei, but it's going to come at the cost of 2 already. Jachi down, IE down, Sheer down, the whole of FBX. You guessed it, down.
IG, a clean up 5 for 1. Their jungler the only casualty, and I think you'll call that a worthy trade. This will be probably, well, it's at least an inhibitor. I think they'll go for the game here. They have so much auto attack damage. Remember, they have an Azir. No grubs, no problem.
It's done. It's surely done. They've got so much AP, so many items, and with 15 seconds still on Jachi, it's his IG. When have they ever been anything but aggressive? There is no shyness in their name except for in the top lane. And somehow, someway, one fight, it's over. Invictus Gaming.
They've good ults for the Silas to steal. That's good. Nice, I appreciate that, actually. So LGD doesn't. You need 2 points in your queue to have enough wave clear. Look onto YCX. He's going for comment, not spellbook. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Savior's on top. Side jump out of the brush. Shouthouse, find him. Can they get themselves the damage they need? Flashing forwards. YCX caught out, and despite his good early lane, cannot survive that. Savior. Good damage onto him. Spell shield not achieving much there, and he's lost all his HP. This is horrible for LGD. Silas now on the sideline. Hang on a second. Oh no, the level 6er of Silas comes through. You had a whole wave to stand behind, and you chose to stand there. The little green flog goes leapfrogging his way forwards, and XQW, I think, was afraid of the Talia ult coming forward, so Palkia will live. Trying to pick up a wave. I think he will be just about fine. The wave control slightly in favor of EDG, and now you do have that threat. Potential of Xiaohao heading up here again. That's Xiaohao. Oh, knocked into the wall as XQW. Hook lands into YCX. Flashing forwards for the Q. And Palkia goes down way too far. XQW picks himself up another kill participation. Look at those people be. We're in a Giant X video the other day, which has actually been very, very funny. Some content. And he's going to get blasted again. Jumping forwards. There's no flash on the Varus, and On is blasted. Yeah, Varus, hell of a strong champion. First picked here. Satisfying sound effects instead, just a little bit. Palkia has level 6, has flash. They catch up. YCX, can he get himself onto the 2 targets? Goes on to Xiaohao. Can they kill him before his ult comes off? Not quite. Great dash out from Xiaohao. How much more can he survive, though? Flashing forward is Sassy. He will get that Shinzao, but how much will they take in return? They've channeled very deeply onto him, and they've lost their own jungler. Ult comes back through. Who do they hit it onto? They hit it onto the Rumble, who has no flash. Can they get any kind of follow-up, though? No, not really. SQW. Now he finds his own way into the backline. Palkia, very low HP. SQW back on Fallen Angel. I don't know if he'll be seeing the pearly gates in this one. Flash Sway had a great knockup from ZDC. That might turn things back around. SQW getting more damage. Flashing over the wall. The Silas is going mental. Great fight from SQW as LGD clean up the fight. Currently, 2 for 1, I believe. 2 for 1. And SQW. Very satisfying. Herald now started from LGD. They do have 2 grubs. It's a powerful Herald to use if they can get it. Do they have a good angle for a flash? Oh, hang on a second. Savior's core has to cleanse and flash away. The equalizer is not fantastic, but the Ornal is interrupted by the stolen Shinzao jumping into the backline. Cyclo going on to arm. That should be a very dead Varus. And indeed, it is. XQW goes down, though, and that silences a lot of their damage. What's the overall kill count? 3 for 2 EDG. Walk away with less members. LGD do the damage again. Savior, even though he's forced to cleanse and... Alright, so it's about the place. Collector first. We'll see what it goes towards next. Probably the Flicker Blades. Outer turret goes down. But, of course, what this allows you to do is still keep being... You still allow yourself to be, you know, a crit scaler. Yeah, so you go Collector into Flicker Blades. That gives you really good Q uptime and Ricochet uptime. Then after that, I'll be interested to see what comes next. You do have the cooldown boots. The cooldown boots are the interesting thing for me, where you're going for a lot of Q spam. Dragon will be taken by LGD, and LGD are in a great spot. 1,000 gold ahead, 2 grubs. Use that Herald to take down mid lane turret. They're going to have Soul Point and Infernal Soul. And also that, if they get Infernal Soul for a more poke-oriented Sivir, that's huge. LGD. They are not favored in this matchup at all. Angel putting that ult forwards. Climber caught out of position. Does not have himself a flash. Does he need it, though? As we get a double call of the Forge God. It's a whole pantheon of Forge Gods in here. 2 of them come down, and EDG have bitten off more than they can chew. Savior starting to rip through the DPS. Arn flashing away. Full kill count. 3 for 1. Sassy goes down. LGD find another great fight off of EDG starting the fight in the bot side river. In the far side jungle, rather. Thought they found a play. Pure armor pen, which will work better for Q spam. Infinity Edge is also fine if you do want to have more ricochet damage. DDZ trying to defend this outer turret, can get a knockup here. Gets it onto the clone, nothing else. Jumping forwards on SQW. Here comes the call of Forge God again. SQW using this ultimate to block out and get some damage. Again, really good ult value for this Silas. That Shinzao ultimate getting great value for SQW. That's calm now, sort of. Hang on a second. SQW, he's going to recall, try and teleport back in. What's he got completed? Is he going to have enough time to get himself another ultimate? Teleporting back in with the Rift Maker. YCX spotted out. Good damage onto him. That's just going to be the Nico dead. Is it an Intercon? Oh, God, no. 1 dead. SQW. Not going to be there for the engage. Atakan being pulled over now. It's EDG. I think this is their option. Okay, you're right. You take that 1 death. Let's see if they can get themselves that Atakan. That could be a huge comeback angle for them. They do sort of need that right now. SQW on the flank. Will have his ult again. Flashing forward. Palkia getting himself a combo onto the Rumble. That's another 1 dead. SQW. What can he do on the flank now? Perhaps not enough. And the Atakan, why didn't you just let it reset? LGD, they tried to take it while it was low. They should have just let it go over. They have leashed it to the side of EDG. LGD lose the Atakan and lose 2 around that fight. That is gone for Shadow Flame second. He's not going towards Rylai. He's not going towards Leandri. He wants the burst damage. Particularly that finishing ability is nasty. YCX has flash, has ult. He didn't use either of them around the Atakan because he died, of course. What a good flank angle. See that, hang on a second, SQW gets the call of the Forge God, trying to take that down lower and lower. YCX on a great angle. Equalizer's coming in as well, and YCX finds a 3-man ultimate, which might lead to the team fight win. 2 dead already. Nico died in response, but I don't think that's really that important. Call of the Forge God, pretty good from EDG though, and Varus gets damage down. He's still alive until just now, and SQW though, double kill, doesn't get the triple, but he'll be so much of the damage, and he's not taken down. That despite the good call of the Forge God from his EDZ, It's Silas which wins the day. SQW winning the team fight and winning the Infernal Soul for LGD. I don't think ZDZ will live here either. Staying a little over long, he'll go down. LGD 2020 emote thrown up by Savior. But XQW, that's really the savior of that team fight. Dragon will go down. Infernal Soul for EDG. Now for LGD is EDG now on the ropes. They got a great win around the Atacama, but they can't make it a second one in a... Looks like a big old toad here. Is that a positive thing? We'll call it a positive thing here. Big old roadblock in the backline there. And Savior has gone towards the Armor Pen build third. He's gone towards Lord Dominant's Regard, so he's actually quite pokey. Lost 2 games against NIP in their series loss to them. Was that last week? Not too long ago. Lost 1 game to TT. This would be only their second game lost to someone not named NIP in this split so far. SQW. We got the Shinzo ult. They haven't finished him out just yet. Uses that just again just now. Death onto that Nico. Xiaohao doing okay into the backline, but the Infernal Soul is putting up a lot of damage. So close to killing that. Wukong, but not able to do so. And the Equalizer comes back with Fire and Fury as Savior starts to rip Rocket with the Ricochet. Goes down after a triple kill. XQW pops the spell shield of Arn. Ends up being, what, a 4 for 2? Arn lives to tell the tale, but he's not exactly got anyone to say it to back home. They're all dead. Get themselves a 4-man Baron. I don't think they're willing to wait the 20 seconds it would take for Savior to come up. EDG, I think it now comes down to an Elder flip for yourselves. Can you win a fight around the Elder? If not, 7-1 and 12. He's not gone for Rod of Ages. That's Proto Belt instead of for his HP item, but that's been enough. Now he's himself, you know, the upgraded Merc Treads. He has Zhonya's. Angel's taking Objective Bounty on the other side. Has 1 grub to help him push towers. Objective Bounty secured for EDG. Gives them a little bit of gold back. Just a little bit. SCX forced to flash away. He's dead. That's a dead Nico. Not sure that's a particularly useful stopwatch there. He should have saved that. That's important because he won't be able to get himself something like a full Zhonya's for the Elder fight. He should have... Dragon now spawning in 10 seconds. This is the most important part of the game for EDG. Can they find themselves a fight? SQW on the flank, level 16. 10-stack Medjais for move speed. Steals the Shinzo ultimate. EDG, they're going to try and catch out one side of the flank, and they indeed do, but the chain stops the dash forward with Xiaohao. Low HP is XQW. Xiaohao even lower. Equalizer's not bad. Cycling goes forward. Xiaohao is dead. No smite on the table now. That's already a huge win for LGD. SQW, can he find any extra damage? YCX finds stuff to engage forwards, and Savior flashing forwards. Looking to be the doom of EDG. A Boomerang Blade takes down one. It is going to be the full ace for LGD. I don't think they'll even need to get themselves the Elder. They're going to go push up the wave in the bot side. Looking at the death times from EDG. 30 seconds on Xiaohao. Screw the Elder. Let's take the Nexus. EDG fought themselves into a playable position. But it's not that anymore. 24 stacks on the Dark Seal. LGD blasting through the early game and snowballing through the Silas to a victory. Savior on the Civet. 10-1 and 10 as well. His KDA is binary. And the answer to this game is pretty binary as well. Did they win the game? Yes. No. It's a yes, all right. LGD taking game 1 and EDG falling apart at the base defense, losing only their 4th individual game in Group Nirvana for Summer 2020. They flick it over towards that Renata. No surprise there. Calista Renata helping overlay CC. Now, if LGD land their first engage and EDG pilots winning Samsung white roster, Sassy's roaming up towards this. ZDC uses ult, is not teleporting in, and they get on to the Kai'Sa, cleanse, flash. LGD pull out the big combo and doesn't really land that much. Rubs are resetting. That's a problem from LGD, actually. A lot of their ults are now down. It's kind of on Sassy, I suppose. Perhaps a big enough ultimate from the support. Palkia is not going that much value, though. Massive Impale into the Aurora ultimate. The Impale is not going to be enough. 2 down for the side of LGD. Just the one on EDG. They've lost their support. That's not the biggest person to lose either. Savior doesn't have that much mana. Sassy trying to clean up the fight. Will clean up Arn. Savior has a lot of stacks starting to come up from that Impale, from that Rend now. Trying to get just enough done. Wolf's done and can't pull them out. The damage onto the Skarner just doesn't mean enough. Sassy gets another one. What a heroic team fight he's had. But will it be enough to escape? Angel has a red buff, no mana, but I don't think he'll need it. The slow and the passive will be enough. Loosely, I think it's a win for EDG, but it is a mess for them. LGD. Rage Blade. Basically means that once you get through to your mid-levels of the game and you have Rage Blade, it's quite valuable at that point. Potential fight coming through. Savior. Oh, Palkia trying to flash predict. Savior might still go down. Low HP has the bailout running. All coming through. Ulted under the tower. And Besser over the top. Can Arn live? No, he can't. Can't even pull the ultimate. He dies quickly. Palkia, despite a strong combo, cannot kill off Savior. He might die now, though. No bailout for him this time. And it's currently a 1-4-2 as the cow goes down. SQW flashing out. EDG lose their bot lane, but take Savior on the other side. Angel still a fight in the mid lane. Leaves them with slightly better HP bars and the extra member alive. Value ultimate, which makes it much harder to follow up like that, but Vi into Ambassador will do just as fine. Does not have himself flashed this time. Handshake lands, Climb goes forward. That's not a bad Aurora ultimate. That's not even better, honestly, on the Renata. One goes down already. Aurora's dead. The Impale is good, but where is the extra damage? It all has to be on Arn, and I just don't think he has the damage just yet. The Aurora going down so easily has led EDG into the abyss. The Herald to escape is sadly going to, it's going to save Xiaohao's life, but it's not going to get them a tower. The Herald secure, but used for very little. EDG losing a huge amount of fights. 3 for none around that Herald. We're now in position where LGD, 1,000 gold ahead, taking the mid lane out of nasty. Teleport into this fight. EDG, I think they know that they can't give this up. Taking out the dragon pretty quickly. Climber's on a good flank. LGD, you should really be contesting for this heavier. It's going towards potentially a smite fight. And it goes to the side of the Skarner. However, that is a magnificent ult into the backline. The Renata doing work, and the Abessa doing more. Can they clean up the kills, though? No one on EDG has died just yet. Can they finish up anyone? Yes, they can. Arn goes down. A second one goes with it. There's no Baron to take if they do, but they do end up getting themselves enough kills to go towards potentially the Atacon on the other side of the map to go down. LGD can stop for the bot lane out turret. Losing the dragon is a big loss for the Kalista team. No early soul for them, but they do get a good bounty for it. You get a couple of kills, that'll be EDG's price. Teleport back in now. Aurora coming back in. Xiaohao. Does he have the Impale? No, he might just die. I mean, Sassy is so strong. Another kill comes in, and yes, Angel's teleported in, but what can he do now? He's going to have to wait until there's a recall coming through. He knows he can't hop that wall. If he goes into both solo lanes, he'll die. Kalista on top side, they'll be able to get themselves a huge petal advantage with the Atacon. Already got themselves good XP leads before this in mid lane and in top lane. They'll kill the Atacon now. LGD, how many feathers? Rather. 3 Grogs will mean that EDG can get themselves to bot lane out of turret fairly effectively, I think. No, they can't. I thought another auto or two and that would have been done. Not to be the case. Savior has a second item, by the way. A little stronger on 2 items is Kalista now than she was before because of the AP ratio on her rend, meaning that once you get 2 items, the Rage Blade actually does give you some extra damage onto your rend stacks, which is not insignificant, especially when you start stacking up so quickly. Hang on, stopping a recall from Palkia. That's a problem. Alcove Gaming has worked out very ineffectively for that cow. Yeah. They find the stake in the discount aisle. LGD walking up on boss side. You make more mistakes like that, you lose vision control. Because, of course, losing your support means you lose your warder and your D-warder. They come around, hang on, Impale onto the bottom of that turret. YCX, not really your first target you want. Does get the ultimate under the turret. And wow, that's an Ed Kaiser. Galio's coming down into the bot side. Sassy, does he die? No, not quite. Here comes the sign. He might be able to finish him off here, but no, not quite as well. Flashing forward, Sassy gets himself the heal. He gets himself the shield. He has so much survivability. Get absolutely season 2025. Sassy blasting his way through with the healing and will live somehow, some way. Savior pulls another target full of spears, pulls them down into the grave. LGD clean up on the bot side of the map. EDG do not know what hit them. A 7-1 team only losing 3 individual games. As Climber will miss the queue. LGD might hand them 2 extra losses on the same day. And then the amount of Omnivamp, the amount of shielding coming in from the Ambassador, that's just disgusting. Quite on the top side. Well, I mean, it is a Galio versus the Sard. This is not the quickest kill available, but I don't think it has enough to escape with, though. They'll delay long enough. Ballista will turn up, and that is a dead Sard. Now, that is a problem, because now you've lost your tank frontliner when Baron is spawned. Can you fight without your Scion? I don't think so. Flash ultimate available from Vi. They can stack up the rend onto the Baron. EDG, they're trying to cross map 50 seconds to kill the dragon. I suppose that means that LGD will be behind in vision control towards that objective. EDG hoping that maybe they can take the dragon, delay the game a little bit. Realistically, how much can they delay, though? Tower taken in bot side. Finally managed to take that bot lane out of turret. 30 seconds until dragon comes up. And EDG, they need to back off because, while yes, they have a little bit more vision control on this side of the map, the ultimates are still available from LGD. They didn't use them to kill the Sion. Some recalls coming through from LGD. Getting some extra wards for YCX, refreshing on the regular wards, getting some control wards as well. 10 seconds until dragon comes up. It wouldn't be Soul for LGD. EDG don't have to fight this, and I'd imagine they won't, actually. Terminus built up for Savior. Oh, God. That's when things get rough. Free grubs. I think this should still be a dead turret. Should be. Aurora should be able to ignore the Galio a little bit now. Skarner coming up towards top side. That'll be taken. There's the Impale. Ooh, flash away. Sorry if you do it with the E instead. Didn't trust in it. Dragon taken. The dragon for tower. Flash taken on top side. EDG is garbage. I mean, no. They are still 7-1. They've already qualified for the next stage. There is every chance that EDG have been taking it easy a bit in practice. Still a little disheartening to see them like this, though. LGD. Whoa, quad knockup. Here comes the Sion. Galio coming in to defend, though. They might have just kept themselves into the death chamber by Ambessa. Dead. Kaiser. LGD take the enemy engage and make it their own. You're not engaging onto us. We're engaging onto you. Mid lane inhibitor falls quick as you like. LGD quick slap back. I thought this might be a 2-0 to EDG given the standings, but not the case. LGD looking potentially to close out the series here and now. They have the Baron buff. There's no Kaiser. It is all on the Aurora to get some damage done. And I don't know if they've got what it takes to do that. One turret falls. Flash forwards. Xiao Hao damage coming down. Aurora damaged as well. And the Aurora ultimate does jack all. LGD with a surprise 2-0 upset against the 7-1 EDG will bring them down to earth. Nirvana